Hello guys, weekly contest 436 has ended few moments back. The second problem to be asked in this contest was assign elements to groups with constraints. Okay, in this we are given an integer array groups. Okay, and groups I represent the size of the ith group. Okay, and then we are also given an integer array elements. So we are given two arrays. One is integer array groups and the other is also an array, but it is also an integer array elements. Okay, and our task is to assign one element to each group. Okay, so we are asked to assign for all the groups in the given array. For all the groups in the given array we have to assign one element from the elements based on the condition that an element j can be assigned to group I if group I is divisible by element j. If there are multiple elements, then we should assign the element with the smallest index j. If no element satisfies the condition for a group, then we assign -1 for that group. So to solve this problem, basically we are given two arrays. Okay, and let's say the size of the array n is groups dot length and m is elements dot length. Okay, and what we can do here that we need to create one results array. So results array is there, which is also going to be of the same size as the groups array. Okay, and then we will traverse through the elements of the groups array. Okay, like this. And so let's see, the value v is equal to groups of the ith value. Okay, so v is the ith value in the groups array. Okay, now what we will do that we will go through all the elements. Okay, from one side, j is equal to 0, j is less than m, plus j. Okay, and as soon as, so if v percent elements, so if v mod elements of j, okay, if it is equal to 0, okay, then what we will do that we will put on the results ith index the value of j, and then we will break out of this loop. Okay, and in this way we will populate this, and otherwise we will just return the results. So see here, we are doing lot of checks for every element. We are doing lot of checks. So let's just run this and see. Result perfect results. Okay, so we should be careful with the variable names. So here we have to do arrays dot fill results -1. Okay, now we'll run this. It will accept. Perfect, so it's accepting. Basically this is what that we have to do, and if we are able to do this, then our approach is correct. We have understood the problem. Let me submit it, but I'm sure that this is not going to be accepted. Why? Because you see the constraints, it clearly tells that group's length is also 10 to the power 5 and element's length is also 10 to the power 5. So since this is a nested loop, the overall complexity will be big O of n square. Okay, If it is big O of n square, then 10 to the power 5 and 10 to the power 5, it will be 10 to the power 10, and 10 to the power 10 for integral computations is definitely out of, it is going to give TLE. Okay, so let me just submit it and show it to you. We'll not get a wrong answer. Okay, we'll get TLE. Okay, and let's wait for a while. TLE. Okay, so TLE is here. It's an old friend, and now the thing is that we have to figure out how to get rid of this TLE. So to get rid of this TLE, see, for every element we are doing the same process. We are starting, we are checking for the divisibility for each element in each element in the elements array. So can we do something better here? So since the groups I, the value in the group, okay, they can only be, within the range 10 to the power 5. So if any number in the groups, we can create one exactly divides, okay, and this array we can initialize it to, so this is 1 beyond 10 to the power 5. And why we are taking 1 beyond? Because array index starts from 0. And then what we will do that, we will arrays dot fill exactly divides with -1. Okay, this is done. This result is also needed to be there, but this part is not needed to be there. Now what we will do, that we will start this with elements dot length, and we will go till, and we will get rid of all these things. So now we are traversing the elements array, okay, and we will get the value in the elements ith value, okay, and then what we will check, if exactly divides of value is equal to -1, then we will get into a loop, okay, and this loop will be for int j is equal to value j is less than 1000001, okay, j plus equal to v value, okay, and then what we will do, if the particular slot, so we are building, basically what we are building that, for a given value in the elements, we are building till 10 to the power 5 how many values can be divided by that particular element in the elements array. So exactly divides of j will be, if it is equal to -1, then exactly divides of j is equal to I. So yeah, so we are and yeah, perfect. So we are telling that, at this index value will be exactly dividing that index value. Index value is given by j. So after doing this, what we will do, that we will come out of this for loop, and results is already there, okay, and then for int I is equal to 0, I less than n plus I, results of I is equal to exactly divides, so we will directly put the value, the ith value in the groups, and it will be groups I. So if it is divided, you know, some index will be there, that index will be from elements array, and it will be index of that element which is exactly dividing this ith element of the groups. And by this, we can store it back into the results and return it back to. So with this, let me just run this. Perfect. So I hope we get rid of this TLE this time. Definitely we should get rid of this TLE. Perfect. So with this, you can see that with this trick that we employed, we are able to, we are pre-processing all the um, values, all the elements which can exactly be divided by the ith element of the elements array. So we are taking that ith element and then computing its multiple till 10 to the power 5, and at that location we are storing I, and in the next iteration we again go through the elements array, and if some value is negative, it's not -1, then we are leaving it out, because already we have found that that particular value is divided by something which is occurring earlier in the elements array, so we are leaving it. But if it is not -1, then we are going ahead and putting the value of exactly divides of the jth value with I. So this way we are able to create a lookup table for the exact divisors. um, so exactly if it is some value in the groups is getting divided by the elements, this way we are able to create the lookup table and significantly are able to reduce the time complexity. So I hope you liked this solution. With this, I'm thanking you. Thanks a lot. Happy coding. Best wishes.